I wanted to speak about mediumship and basically what I experience as a medium, because before, for me anyway, before I had all these experiences and then really started to understand what was going on, I had no idea what a medium would experience. Anyway, so basically what happens is, for me, which I'm pretty sure is pretty much similar for every medium, is when a soul comes through, when they're wanting to connect, the first thing they show me is how they passed. And I think when this started happening when I was a kid, this is what kind of like freaked me out a little bit and closed me off to this world, because that is basically the first thing. Well, they usually they'll show me like an awareness of who it is first. Kind of depends on the soul. They're all a little bit different, so I'm jumping around a little bit, but they'll show me who they are first, and then they'll jump straight into what happened. So what happened when they passed, how they passed, what they were feeling when they passed, obviously depending on the circumstance and what happened when they passed. But that's always the first thing that comes through. It's really kind of just sometimes it can be known or known by the family or the person that's sitting in front of me what happened. But basically it's just one of the points of validation that they want to give. And then really they can show like more details about themselves or their life or their personality, kind of really understanding, like setting the scene for what they want to talk about. It honestly, for me, it really varies depending on the soul and why they're coming through as well. Obviously, if it's a soul I know, I've been there, for example, with all four of my grandparents passing. So I was in the room, either holding their hand or right beside them while they passed. So when they come through to me, they don't need to show me how they passed. But if it's a new soul that I haven't connected with yet, that's what they do. And then basically they'll start showing me information about either why they're coming through, because sometimes if a soul's just coming through to me when I'm on my own, like they want to tell me why they're doing that or what they want to share. And yeah, basically any information that they want me to know or that they want to show or that's relevant for the time. And yeah, as well after that, basically any message they have, any words of guidance or support or anything else that they really want to share that's relevant. Sometimes they just want to like let you know that they're around and that they're with you and they love you and they're still, you know, their presence is still around even if you can't see them physically anymore, if they're passed on the other side, obviously. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to give a little insight into what I experienced as a medium. I don't know, I guess I only have my own experience. I'm guessing it's kind of probably pretty similar for most mediums in the way that it is, like showing you how they pass, any, you know, start like validating who they are and any other information, and then a message that they may have. But yeah, again, if it's a soul that I've connected with multiple times or many times before, or they're like a family member who I had a really, really close relationship with, obviously, you know, they can just jump in and I know who they are, I recognize them. I guess another thing that's important to mention is how they come through. So for me, with my loved ones, they'll always come through as I remember them. So if it was a grandparent, they'll come through looking like they did when they were my grandparent. If it was an auntie, she'll come through looking like my auntie as I knew her. But obviously when it's people who I don't know, is someone for a sitter, so someone who's coming through for someone who's sitting on the opposite side of me, a chair, that mostly they'll present themselves again, how that person, their loved one would recognize them, even if they've, you know, evolved on the other side, or they'll still come through as how you recognize them. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I'm Jackie, a psychic medium, helping you navigate love, life and loss.